And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Okay, up first, there's still a wind chill warning out here for the eastern Beaufort Sea coast for wind chills to 80 degrees below zero. Wind chill warning also still out for Anatuvik Pass area there in the Brooks Range. Wind chills there to 70 below zero. And there's still a wind chill advisory out for the northern Koyukuk Valley in the Bettles area, the greater Bettles area, as well as the Noatak Valley, Selawik Valley, Kotzebue, Seward Peninsula, Unalakleet there, now where the racers are coming in, and that includes Koyuk as well. And that's out, continues out at least through tonight and into tomorrow, if not longer, for wind chills in these areas to 55 degrees below zero. And on the snowiest winter scene here for Anchorage, Alaska, this couple inches we got here over the, well, yesterday, brought us in a tie here with the 94-95 season at so far 121.5 inches, and that's since July 1st, snowfall total. So if we get another 10 or so, that'll tie us with the 55 to 56 season, and 13.5 inches will tie us with the 54 to 55 season, and then 15.5 inches ties us with the record, the all-time record snowiest winter of 2011 to 12 of 134.5 inches. And satellite imagery showing next front pushing moisture into the southeast coast. Another band here coming westward, bringing some snow into the Prince William Sound area. Light snow Seward, moderate snow at Portage, and in toward Whittier and eastern Turnagain Arm. Probably some of that getting into possibly Girdwood, Alyeska. And then that band extending northward there with some light snow into the Tanana Valley. Otherwise, continued cold, dry, and mostly clear out here to the west. And not much storminess out there. Got to go down here south of the Aleutians, and there's a system spinning some moisture up, the main low center down here, but that whole area will be sliding eastward. On the chart today, there's a location of that front. At least through mid-afternoon, nothing in the way of precipitation yet reaching Adak or Atka there, but just to the south, very close there, and seeing an increase in the winds. Otherwise, northern, eastern Bering Sea into the western interior. Dry today with winds not too bad, mostly clear skies, cold temperatures. Staying below zero, Kuskokwim, Yukon Delta today, and not much warmer than that in Bristol Bay. Still some light snow showers over the eastern Aleutians, and then this trough again bringing clouds, areas of light snow over the eastern part of the state, on down into the Kenai Peninsula and Prince William Sound areas, portions of the Copper River Basin. And here's the frontal system there, spreading the gusty winds and rain into the southern coast of the Panhandle with drier conditions up to the north. For tonight, that front stays off the coast there, and a new front this low center, these two sort of combine and push in toward the Queen Charlotte Islands. So gusty winds, rain mixed with snow continues for the southeast coast, with snow chances here across south central Alaska again. Snow likely, though, for the southern eastern Kenai Peninsula to Prince William Sound, as well as the North Gulf Coast. This trough edging westward a little bit has some light snow with it there, nothing significant, but cloudier skies, and that'll help keep the overnight lows up, but still clear and cold here in the west into the eastern Bering Sea area. Alaska Peninsula, not much change, with that northeast wind there turning easterly here across the central and southern Bering Sea. And this frontal system here, close enough, the whole system staying to the south as it moves eastward, but it'll be close enough to kick the winds up and bring some rain and snow and precipitation into the central Aleutians, possibly the eastern Aleutians late tonight, and maybe a little bit better chance for Alaska to see a little bit of moisture tomorrow with this system. Wind's not much of a factor there. A little breezier out toward Adak and Atka with some rain and snow there. But the Bering Sea and into the interior again, not much change. Cold northeast winds here, keeping it mostly clear along the southwest coast and beyond into the Bering Sea there. Maybe another partly sunny day, at least in part for the Pribilof Islands. Bristol Bay staying mostly clear. Low pressure just south of Resurrection Bay there. keep some snow chances going, mainly over southern Cook Inlet and over the Kenai Peninsula up into Prince William Sound, eastern Turnagain Arm again, and drier up to the north in the Susitna Valley with just clouds now, and pretty dry conditions up over the upper Tanana Valley area and 40 Mile Country, with the main precipitation area here down along the North Gulf Coast, with that front that weakens into a trough now and extends down across the southeast coast. Outlook for Wednesday, back it up here. This low here tracks northeastward a little bit to the northeast, but the front makes a much better jog to the northeast there, bringing increasing wind and rain into the southern panhandle. But throughout the day, that'll be spreading northward and could reach by evening all the way up to Haines and Skagway. A weak trough, kind of some leftover moisture, keeping it mostly cloudy with a few showers around south central Alaska here. Best chance southern Kenai Peninsula into Prince William Sound once again. And mostly clear and continuing cold temperatures over the interior all the way up to the Arctic coast. And again, not much change out over the Bering Sea, except high pressure becomes more dominant out here and ridges all the way down to the central Aleutians and beyond. Otherwise, not much change, and that's going to hold this front out to the west at least until evening. Maybe overnight, Wednesday, it'll reach the far western Aleutians there, Shimiatu Island, with some increasing wind. Otherwise, that's about it. Lows tonight, well below zero again, 52 below this morning at Umiat, and could reach 52 below again tomorrow morning. Otherwise, 30s to minus 40s up in that area, and anywhere from 15 to 35 below over the central and northern part of the state south of the Brooks Range, 10 to 15 below St. Lawrence Island, and 15 to 20 below for the Seward Peninsula. And below zero into Bristol Bay once again, and much milder though south and east of the Alaska Range, well above zero in the teens and 20s, and teens for the Alaska Peninsula, milder out for the Aleutians, and 20s and 30s for the Panhandle. Highs tomorrow, 30s and 40s for the southeast coast, mid to upper 30s here, south central Alaska. For example, Talkeetna 38, but interesting, Homer forecast high of 31, right near freezing for Kodiak Island, and same below zero here in the Tanana Valley, although maybe rising above zero actually. So going above zero for the Tanana Valley, 5 to 15 for the highs, near zero out to the west to St. Lawrence Island, and North Slope Arctic coast below zero. 20s here for the Alaska Peninsula, teens for the Pribilofs, and then not much drop from that on Wednesday morning for St. Paul with a low of 15, but below zero here, near zero for the Bristol Bay Area, or 0 to 5, and below zero, but not as far below here for the eastern part of the state, and still looking at lows 30 to 40 below for the North Slope and Arctic coast, in the 30s for the Panhandle. Highs 40 to 45 for the southeast coast, and 30s here for the Copper River Basin, south central Alaska, upper 20s Kodiak Island. Highs still in the teens for the Pribilofs, 20s and lower 30s for the Aleutians, and 15 to 25 now into the Tanana Valley with Eagle closer to 30 degrees. Otherwise, single numbers for the Koyukuk Valley, and still below zero for the Arctic coast, North Slope, and northern Seward Peninsula.